Hey y'all, this is Keisha of Black Girl Go Hard. Thank you for tuning into my channel again. Today's video I will be discussing.
What are you doing?
I'm recording a video. Okay, what's up?
Nothing. I was just checking on you.
Oh, thank you, sweet baby.
Oh, okay.
You need anything?
No, no need anything.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna record my video, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty, see you later.
Bye.
Bye. Of course, as soon as you start recording is when the babies want to interrupt you. Okay, in today's video, I'm gonna discuss what I've learned in the 25 days that I have been committed to 75 hard, okay? So there are 5 major things that I'm gonna talk through today. So the first thing that I learned was how different motivation and discipline are. So when I first started, I was so motivated. I was ready to go. I was on it. I was laser focused when I first got started. And that lasted for all of about 2 weeks. When I moved into weeks 3 and 4, it really got tough for me to stick to. And so I really understood then how important discipline is, how motivation is more like a temporary thing. Like, you're not always gonna feel motivated. You're not gonna always feel like you're wanting to do this. But discipline, that's where it kicks in, is that although you don't want to do it, it's doing something even when you don't feel like doing it. It's realizing and always keeping your eye on the commitment and the prize, so to speak. That it's tough, but we gonna get through it. Yeah, I don't feel like getting out the bed today and doing a run, but I'm gonna show up. I'm going to the track. And even if I'm not able to do that run today, I'm still going to the track and I'm gonna walk. And a lot of times what I notice is that once you get to the track, once you get out there, you'll still be able to push yourself to do more. It's really the act of actually getting out there. And that happens to me a lot, like where I'm just like, I don't feel like going. I don't feel like walking up the street to the park. I don't feel like getting in the car and driving to the trail. But it's like, once you actually get out there and do it, like something kicks in and you just like, oh, I'm here, let's do it. Now there are some days where, and I'm sure you guys saw like a couple videos where I'm like, listen, I'm just here, I'm walking, and that's all I got for them today. And that's fine too. You still burning calories, you still getting in steps, you still doing a lot more than what you could be doing, which is laying in the bed. So it's still a win. A win is a win. Next thing I learned about during the first 25 days of 75 hard is that planning is really essential to success. I honestly feel like my days could have gone a lot smoother if I would have really taken seriously the planning aspect. And that comes from like meal preps. I did not do that. And I know I said, I'm like, I need to do meal preps. I just didn't do it. Like, I would like have something on my brain, like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll make some soup or something one of these days. But it was never like, no, this is what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make it in advance so that I don't have to think about it. That would have taken so much off of my plate to be able to already have those meals prepared in advance. Also, even down to the workouts, like to know this is the workout that I'm gonna do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I'm gonna do strength training, whatever it is. Like, I really needed to have more of that planning aspect going into this. And I'm a naturally like a planner, so who knows why I didn't do it. Maybe as we continue to go through the upcoming days, maybe I'll do a little better with that. But yeah, planning is really important to successfully completing 75 hard. And you know, not just completing it, but completing it without it becoming like a burden. Another thing I learned is that I can do hard. I can do hard. I've always used the phrase like, you can do hard things. I tell it to my son all the time, and he's like, "It's too hard. You can do hard things. It's cool. You got it." And it's really taught me like I can do hard. Like, I named this page Black Girl Go Hard, you know, a play on the whole 75 hard challenge, but it's true. Like, eventually it does get easier. And I guess it's just because something goes off in your brain that, you know, you kind of get like tunnel vision. At least I do. I kind of get tunnel vision. Once I'm in something, I'm in it for the long haul. And yeah, it's like nothing that can stop me from doing it, even if it's hard. So continuing to stick with it definitely makes it easier to accomplish or to get through. But yeah, you can do hard. So if you're debating on doing 75 hard or just starting a weight loss journey in general, like, you can do it. It's just you have to get to that point of being disciplined enough to just stick with it even when you don't feel like it. Stick with it even when you don't have the time. Like, some days I don't have the time, but you have to find the time. Whether that means waking up earlier, whether that means I can't talk on the phone, whether that means, you know, going to sleep a little later than you had planned, you have to find the time. So you can do hard. So if you're watching and you're kind of debating about getting started and doing things differently, you can do it. You just gotta set your mind to it and just make yourself. Like, you have to make yourself. And those, you know, initially you might not see progress. Y'all already saw. You know what? Let me just, I'm gonna go into my next point, because actually that kind of leads into what I was about to start saying, which is that you cannot control everything. Control should be my middle name. Like, I'm a planner at heart. I like to kind of know what's going on, be in control of things, and you not always gonna be able to do that, especially with the 75 hard. You can't control how your body loses weight. And so what I was gonna kind of go into is that, as y'all saw, that first 20 days of 75 hard, I lost goose eggs. Nothing. Well, I lost a few grams, but I didn't even lose one full pound, and I was going hard. But you cannot control how your body loses weight. I didn't lose pounds. I definitely lost inches. I definitely gained endurance. Like, you know, I could see that my body was recompositioning itself, but I did not see the pounds. And so you cannot be in control of how your body decides to lose the weight. And ultimately, you really want your body to. You want the inches. You think you want the pounds. You want the inches. The inches is what really changes how you look. The body recomposition is really what changes how you look, how your waist comes in, how your butt feels out and sits up, and that's what you really want. So you cannot be in control of everything, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay to trust that your body is going to support you as you go through this journey. And if you do right to your body, stay disciplined, stay consistent, the payoff is gonna come. The payoff is going to come. You'll see that in your physical, you'll see that in your mental, you'll see that in a number of ways. You'll be more clear-headed as you go out throughout your day and your thoughts. So just you gotta try to release control a little bit. And I'm saying that, but also I struggle with that a lot, of like not being so in control of how everything plays out. It's just not anything that you're going to be able to control. And lastly, I learned in this first 25 days why they cut off 75 Hard at 11 o'clock. And I think the point of them cutting it off at 11 o'clock, maybe it has something to do with it being on Eastern time or whatever, but in my head, the reasoning I came up with is that it's a way to prevent procrastination, okay? Because if I had to midnight, there would be some days where I'm literally going till 11:59 trying to get the book read or to get the workout done. And yes, there are some days at 11 where I'm kind of still scrambling. But for the most part, I'm trying to complete all of my tasks by like 9. I don't even want to think about it after 9 o'clock. Yes, there are many nights where I am still reading the book though. But I just feel like with it ending at 11, it's a way to kind of stop you from leaning on the whole midnight thing. I don't like the feeling of cramming. I don't like that feeling of like being pressured, like I got till this time to submit it and I'm down to the clock, I'm down to the wire. I hate that feeling. That is such a terrible feeling, because then it's almost like you're not even paying attention to what you're doing because you're just so busy trying to focus on the time. So I think one of the benefits of them ending at 11 is that it kind of keeps in my head that I don't want to procrastinate until 11 o'clock. Like, let me just, like, I set my own kind of I set my own kind of time of like, let me just try to get this done by 9 every day. And then that way I don't even have to lean on the fact that I have until 11. So those are the 5 things that I've learned in the first 25 days of 75 Hard. If you stuck around this long, thank you. I really appreciate it. I hope you gained something from the video, whether it's, you're on the fence about getting started on your weight loss journey, whether you're considering doing 75 Hard. If you can take away anything, just know that you can do it. You can do it. You can do hard things. Just do it. And so thank you again for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. If you have any thoughts, or even if you just want to say hi, feel free to comment. I will respond back. Thanks again for watching, and y'all have a good day. Peace.